You are now listening to Oversaturated, the podcast, hosted by Johnnie and Ralph. Now let's get it.
Welcome to another episode of Oversaturated, the podcast where we discuss music, movies, pop culture, and everything in between. I'm Johnnie.
And I'm Ralph.
Welcome to episode number 286.
Man, 286, the podcast formerly known as. Hey, man.
Okay.
I'm real brand new right now, man. Real brand new.
We're gonna get into that. New listeners, please follow us on all social media. Facebook, just search Oversaturated the podcast. X is Oversat Podcast. Instagram is Oversat the podcast. And our email is oversatpodcast@gmail.com. And please be sure to check out our website, oversatthepod.com. Anything you need to know about OS is there.
Yes, sir. If you want to follow us individually, I am the Mind of Ralph across your social media platforms.
On X, I'm JON2_ the letter B. On Instagram, I'm JBS_ESL_AAMU. Holla at us. Another week. Yeah. Another time in the pod. Ralph, how you feeling, bro?
Yes, sir. Feeling relaxed, feeling rejuvenated on my off day. That's the only thing I got for you, because it's even low key in this peak adult age, like you don't get no days off.
No, that's facts.
Like just because you don't go to work, don't mean any stuff to do.
It's always something to do. It's always something to do. Whether there's things that you got to do outside the house, grocery shop, whatever. But it's always administrative things. You got to make sure bills paid. You might need to call and make a doctor's appointment. Hey, you got to do something.
It's always something. A day off from anything is like your life will almost crumble at this point. So I'm cool, man. Like I can't complain. My weekend sneakerhead, like I got something coming to the crib real soon, baby. Like I got, I'll just start clearing off my wish list at this point, because if you're in it like me, you just can't keep up with the drops. And they ain't even talking about like Jordan. It's Nike. You got Adidas. We got New Balances out here making moves.
Hey, New Balance is the shit now.
New Balance is it. But sidebar,
let's get to it.
I think we get to the point where obviously everything is oversaturated. But when any rapper gets a shoe, right, that drives up the price of a shoe that would probably be mid or not even looked at in any other setting, right?
True.
So New Balance has a roster of rappers. Now, if I told you that these rappers have attachments to shoes, you'd be like, what? Okay, so Jack Harlow, he has a shoe.
Okay,
he has a line with New Balance.
Okay, did not know that.
Action Bronson,
really?
Yeah. Anime,
Amine.
Yeah, anime. Either way, ain't heard no music from him, but somehow he got a shoe that comes out in like a week or two that glows in the dark with New Balance. New Balance,
it's kind of,
I think a glow in the dark shoe is so passe, it's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't need him to sell it for you. Like Lil Yachty got shoes. Now, hey, Lil Yachty's huge. So I guess, you know what I'm saying? Lil Yachty put his twist on the Air Force One. I don't really know what that means. But
me either.
But it's like, I don't like Action Bronson selling you a shoe sounds crazy, don't it?
Yeah, selling it to me, absolutely. But I'm sure there's a segment of individuals out there somewhere in the rural areas that needs that New Balance.
That need that New
That
Balance.
shit probably got the extra cushion on the side, everything they need.
Well, me, but I ain't gonna front. All the shoes I like ain't the most comfortable. So let me just put that out there. So I need to be looking at them New Balances for real.
Man, look, listen. While we're here, listen. As a pseudo sneakerhead myself, right? Nike sneakers, y'all need to come to the forefront. I'm waiting on the day that y'all get hit with the Rico, because the few shoes that I absolutely want, I can never get, and I hate it. And it's not even just me. I got a football team of people to try to get these shoes the same time that I am, and nobody hits. Nobody on the roster. That's crazy.
Well, hey man, Nike in on it clearly because see now we here is
Let's
another
do
it's
it. Let's
another
do it.
story that's shaking the sneaker landscapes, right? So I don't know if you knew that it was a lady that worked for Nike. She was like the VP or something. Like I don't know, the VP of the whole company or VP of marketing or something like that. But her son got caught reselling sneakers with her company credit card or a credit card. Like, and I ain't talking about like I got 2 or 3 pairs. I'm talking about he's standing in front of them like they bricks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he got pallets of shoes and he flipping them.
That's stupid. Did she get fired?
She resigned.
She resigned. Okay, they forced her out.
Okay, so resign, right? I guess it's not illegal what transpired here. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely frowned upon. Now she gets rehired at Foot Locker as like their president.
Aye, man.
So it was just Nike and Jordan he had access to. Now he got all that. He got access to all.
He got New Balance.
The New Balance, Asics. Like, we got everybody. Reebok. We coming for everybody now.
Stupid. That's stupid.
Yeah, man. That's the world. Like, you know what I'm saying? The white privilege. We gonna get into a lot of that in a second. But hey.
Listen, man, I'm just saying, when it's a shoe that I really, really want, and I see the influencers on social media that get the joints for free, and then the people it makes me upset.
It does.
I had to stress buy.
It drives up the price.
I stress bought a pair of shoes after that because I was like, I'm leaving here with.
Well,
and look at the influence.
I encourage
the influence.
I encourage all irresponsible behavior when it comes to buying shoes. Yes, get the shoes.
I'm on the dark side now. Here we are. Damn. Anyway.
All right, so how you doing, bro? Besides that,
outside of that, I'm great. Just doing a lot of house projects right now. Okay. Outside of that, man, I'm just I'm ready for fall. I ain't gonna lie. Hoodie season is almost upon us. It was here briefly. It peaked out groundhog type. But yeah, we back in the summer now. So.
Man, I'm talking about super heat wave. Like, yeah.
I was about to put all my summer shit up.
Nope.
It said nope. Not at all.
Hold on there, brother.
I know, but no, I'm good, man. I'm here, ready to pod.
Yes,
ready
sir.
to pod.
Yes, sir. What we doing? Off the dome?
Off the dome.
I got one for you, man. Music related question, man. Have you? One thing about it, we have access to so much information. So, have you ever heard like a backstory or behind the scenes story of a song that you really, really enjoyed, or album or something to that vein, where you heard the backstory and it made you enjoy what that was even more? Damn. Like Hove came in and rapped it in one take. Like, you know what I'm saying? That, like, you know what I'm saying? Like something like that.
Right.
But why you think? Now, I do have my answer.
That's a good question. Yeah, go ahead.
Because so my favorite Mariah Carey song is Breakdown, featuring Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Okay.
I don't think that's really a surprise for most people. It's a big hit for her. So cool, right?
Yeah.
What changed my POV of it was the fact that I know that she wrote it. She wrote the entire song. Bone Thugs parts included too.
Oh, wow.
So she actually wrote the song with them in mind.
That's dope.
So she wrote the song with them in mind, flew them out, gave them drugs and whatever they wanted whatever they needed to get.
She provided the vibes.
Yes, provided the vibes for them to get through the studio session.
Oh, that's crazy.
So knowing that Mariah, for one, she writes a lot of songs. She writes a lot of her songs.
Okay.
Or she's in on the writing process. Mm-hmm. So I think that separates her from a lot of people. And the fact that she has the vocal or had the vocal ability to do what she did, cool. But for her to write something as like, I wouldn't say it's dark, but because my breakdown is not dark, but it's like, damn, Mariah wrote this and she wrote the niggas parts. Like, hey, I just need y'all to come in and do like, just come in and
that's fire.
That changed. Like, I already love the song, but it just went from ear to ear.
That's super fire, man. Okay, so for mine. Recently, I actually for some reason Montell Jordan has been like making his rounds in the media. So I saw a clip that he was telling the story about the beginning part of This Is How We Do It, where you can hear the people in the background. So did you know that's like actual people that was like having a party?
I can believe it, but I didn't know. I won't sit here and say I knew it.
So for the story that he told, he says like he really enjoys like Marvin Gaye's music, and I think at the beginning of Got to Give It Up, it was a similar type of thing, right? So he wanted to recreate that for This Is How We Do It, because he from what he was saying, he loves songs that start with something to provide the vibe for what the song is going to be. So he said he got a bunch of people in the studio, supplied them with food and drinks and car and all kind of right.
Yeah.
And he literally just put boom mics around them while they were partying. Like those were actual people partying, interacting, drinking, hanging out, and all that. And he took that recording and put that at the beginning of This Is How We Do It, just to set the tone for the whole song. I said, that's fine. Because I mean, I'm thinking all these years, I always thought that was just something they pulled from a movie or something like that. But no, those were actual people that partied specifically for that intro. Like that's dope.
Yeah, that is dope. No, I like that. And that's kind of like you said, Marvin Gaye did it. I know Luther did it for whatever the name of that song is, the intro House Party.
And
kind of like Bad Boy or something like Party or something like that.
So.
And then you got Montell Jordan. Hey, 3 classic songs. Now that's dope. That's dope.
That's dope as hell. So shout out to Montell Jordan.
Yeah.
So from Off the Dome. So recently I don't know if y'all knew out there, but the Powerball was at like 1.8 million. Billion. Thank you. Two people won. One person in Texas, one person here in St. Louis, actually not too far from the crib.
Okay.
So some people and their families, their lives are changed forever.
Mm-hmm.
So my question to you is, if you were to win half of the 1.8 billion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Aside from making sure your family's straight, making sure you got the lawyers and proper accountants, and you put your money up and you create business, we passed all that.
Yeah.
What's the first thing you doing for yourself after you get all your finances taken care of?
Buying a house. Make sure I have that.
Okay.
Make sure I have something that I can sustain. Not the big dumb mansion, but
something manageable.
But my house it'll be levels, but it won't be that.
Oh yeah, of course.
Like I won't get, like Rick Ross got Evander Holyfield house and he got to host fish fries and car shows and shit.
Right.
Nah, I'm good on something like that.
Nah.
But it will be, it'll be levels to Ralph house. Like it'll be a nice house. But no, I think buying in something like that, making sure that I at least, if nothing else, I got this. Gotcha. So the house. I know that sounds very responsible.
It does. It's super responsible.
But okay, this is where the bullshit comes in. So I got to have a sneaker room. So
hey,
so a big stupid dumb room for the shoes,
for the sneakers,
shoes only. It's gonna be like a trophy case. I'm gonna have like a thumbprint, eye retina scan. Ooh, that's where the money. All right, okay. See.
Okay, look, okay. That's why I like it. For me, after all the responsible shit, I'm going to live in Japan for a year. I'm going to live in Japan. I'm going to go to all the different cities. I love the culture. I love how neat. I love how disciplined. I love how peaceful Japanese people live. I want to be able to experience first life outside the United States for an extended period of time. Learn a new language, because I feel like the best way to learn the language is to just be immersed in it. So yeah, man, I just want to be able to experience life in another country, not as an American. Like I just want to be able to do different things and enjoy different life experiences. So yeah, I will be going for at least a year. I may love it and get Japanese residency. Like I don't know.
Why not?
Shit, why not? Why not have 2 passports? Fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. But people, that was Off the Dome. Give me a song that you enjoyed even more because of the backstory to it.
Yep. And what is the first irresponsible thing that you're doing if you win $1.8 billion jackpot? Let us know.
Yes, sir. OS gang, what's happening, family and kinfolk? We got a few topics here on the OS news docket for the week. We're going to start very, very serious with our topics. Podcaster, influencer, political pundit, I would say. Charlie Kirk was murdered this past week. I forgot the actual day. Due to a assassin's bullet, you would say, in the state of Utah at a speaking engagement. Johnnie, I don't know if we can really rehash or bring up any new conversations about it, but what are your thoughts on
it? I wasn't all the way familiar with Charlie Kirk. Now, I've definitely seen him like in social media. I've been catching glimpses of the like the 20 versus 1 debate show that's been going on. So I know he was on there. So So I didn't have much, like I don't really know much about him before said incident happens.
Yeah.
Once the incident happened, it's so many different things coming at you, right?
Yeah.
Not only, which is crazy, the actual video of him getting shot, but
Right.
also everything that he has discussed, he has talked about. I'm just going to guess in the last, let's just say 5-ish years. I don't know.
Mhm.
So let's just say I got to learn about him very quickly after
Mm.
after the incident happened.
Yeah.
With that being said, I'm conflicted on how to feel about the whole situation. One is like loss of life, family, kids, wife, and all that kind of stuff. Like I understand mourning, right? I get that. But at the same time, understanding the type of, I don't know. And this is where I get confused. Like understanding the type of life people live, the type of things that people say, how they feel about other groups of people. Does it mean that they should die, type of thing? And that's what I've been conflicted with since the incident happened. It's like I don't really want anybody to die, but at the same time, I've heard the things that he said about Black people, about trans people, about gay people, about women. Like I've heard the things that he said, and I'm a proponent of like karma and watch the things you say, because things could come back to you. I seen a clip where he mentioned like having the Second Amendment means that some people should die every year by gun. Like I've seen the clips where he said it. It wasn't AI. These are real speaking engagements that he's had at several places around the country. So it's like, where do I really stand? I don't know where I really stand on this whole thing. I have no idea.
Yeah. The only person I have condolences for is the kids. That's it. Not even the wife. And I want to be sure that I said that.
Oh, okay.
Because usually wives are complicit in the bullshit that their husbands are in anyway. So let's not separate one from the two.
That's a
let's
fact.
Let's not
That's
separate. Let's not separate the two. Them kids, them babies, they gotta grow up without their parent. They gotta grow up without their daddy, regardless of if I agree with whatever the fuck he was talking about. So
right.
That's just let you know where I'm coming from with it. So usually I'm the one that has the lot of grace, but I have none. I don't, because
and I understand,
because if it was my black ass, I'm a gang member. I am I was on drugs when I died, or like it'll be something. So I have no sympathy for anybody like that. So no, death is never the answer. Violence is. Violence gets some shit done, but death is never the answer.
Yeah,
but sometimes you might have to yoke a nigga up, like, you know what I'm saying. But I think my biggest issue is that we're treating him like he was a martyr for some type of cause, and rather than him just being a podcaster.
That's
like, let's just say it let's say it with our chest. He's a podcaster. Like, he's like, yeah, his platform is way bigger than me with him, but we are peers. Facts. So if I get clipped up at the gas station, there's no half mass for me. There's no, there's no rest in peace. There's no thoughts and prayers. There's no, he was a good guy. No. Yeah. Especially on the things that he talked about.
No,
so listen, I'm not rolling.
Absolutely correct.
I'm not rolling. And but him to get killed in the whitest place on earth, and we are somehow getting the blacks, the Negroid.
We're the one that's taking the brunt of it, right?
I'm like, he got killed by another white man, but no,
with the same beliefs, the same ideologies.
He's on the same aisle as him. He over there with him.
A person that apparently dressed up as Trump for Halloween last year. Like, he was killed by somebody of his same ilk, if you will. And somehow that has gotten to, like, I'm not really sure about the left and the right and all that. Like,
at this point, it feels like this is the thing. The left and the right are always attached to the same bird. I don't know why we do this. Real. I don't know why we do this.
And the fact that HBCUs had to go on lockdown because of threats, like, I don't understand.
There's not a HBCU nowhere near
Utah, right? I don't understand how or why Charlie Kirk as a person has become so Like, he's not the president of the United States. He doesn't hold office. He's not a celebrity. He's not any of those things. So I don't understand.
Even if he was a celebrity, why are we lowering the flag?
Half mast for the flag?
Half mast?
For what? For what?
For him, he literally spread hate. I can see if maybe he was even in a political office.
Yeah,
he ain't
nothing.
So I don't want to hear that. Like, I don't want to hear like support for that. Like, that's weird to me, especially coming from somebody with the same hue. I find you a weirdo now. Straight weird. Like, you're weird. Don't even try to talk to me. This is not even a debate point for me. You're clearly over there, not like us. This ain't even deeper than Drake and all that other stuff. Like, that is weird behavior. That man literally said that George Floyd was a gang member and he died because he was high. Like, we didn't see the video of a knee in his neck.
The full video.
Like, no. And I'll never forgive a white man for even trying to downplay Martin Luther King. Now, that's some black people stuff, and we want to talk about allegedly for stuff that we weren't even there for. Like, one, right. Charlie Kirk was younger than us. Let's put that out there.
Which is crazy.
But for him to sit here and use slanderous terms towards Martin Luther King on the same person that we had to read about and all that other stuff. Now, granted, you know, you talk to some black people, they'll probably tell you, you know, how people really felt about Martin Luther King, but let's not get it twisted. That's one of our heroes. We don't do that. Fact. I ain't letting you get that off.
It's true.
He said Martin Luther King shouldn't have a holiday. He shouldn't be celebrated. He shouldn't be this. What? Hey, man. We celebrate a lot of men that have faults.
Yeah.
So I don't know why Martin Luther King he gets a lot of praise from white people, but you can turn around and get slandered. That's weird, though. You know, because the first thing they'll do is say, well, you know, Martin Luther King said this. All right, so which one is it? Is he not the good black guy that y'all love, or is he the bad guy? Let me just make sure.
just like they do any and every other black person, they make Martin Luther King fit whatever they feel for the day. Whichever way they need to go is how they make it fit.
I promise
you. And for me, I really just think his death is just the biggest form of irony. It really is the biggest form of irony, because outside of all of the hate speech that he spewed against many demographics,
yes,
it's his whole thing around the Second Amendment and guns and loving guns and how we need people to die to uphold the Second Amendment every year. It's just ironic that he died by the hands of a gunman
while spewing the bullshit.
The same shit.
He was about to say something about gang violence and caught one straight to the jugular.
Crazy,
disrespectfully. But it's weird because the U.S. government, at least the current administration, is propping him up as a martyr for whatever their cause is, and you can tell that he was. Is now we're getting the conspiracy theory land, because it does feel like he was taken out by them.
Well, yeah, like, I mean,
it feels very conspiracy theory right now.
Listen, the man got shot from how many ever yards or feet, or it was a long ass shot. He got hit with a sniper rifle from the distance way yonder, right?
Yeah.
So you mean to tell me this 22-year-old kid who's an expert marksman, apparently,
well, you know, it don't take long,
just decided to just shoot him? Again, somebody that had the same ideologies and the same politics as Charlie Kirk. Why would he shoot his own people? I don't.
Well, hey, you know, hey, Malcolm X got killed from inside the fruit of Islam, so you know,
that's true.
Nation,
that's
hey,
true.
it happens, man. But neither here nor there. But it's just fine. I'm just seeing how the current administration has been playing it when, you know, he posthumously received the Presidential Freedom
Medal
of Honor, which is the highest medal that a civilian can receive. So I'm like, for what? And I was like, if that was the case, you could have gave that shit to him 2 days ago. Like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't have to wait till now.
That's so weird.
And then you put that man's widow, regardless of how I feel about him and her, you put her in front of the camera and she talking about, we gonna finish the work that you started. What was the work? Like, what work? What did he do?
Oh, yeah.
All right, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I said fuck the wife.
I got you.
Because listen, I hope them babies got a chance.
They don't, but
they don't.
Hey, here we are. That's crazy. That's true. The irony of it all, man.
I know, but hey, that's not for me to debate y'all. I don't really give a fuck. Next topic.
There, and here we are.
Let's talk about 50 Cent a little bit, man. 50 Cent is making moves in the entertainment space as he constantly has been doing. He's currently training and losing weight for the Street Fighter Reboot, where he's playing Balrog. I'm surprised that we have not discussed this as of recently, but what do you think about 50 Cent doing that? And then hold on, I guess I need to just put this out there too.
What's up?
He did get the rights to Paid in Full, which he'll be turning into a show probably on Stars. He has his own, his own studio. So so
that's right.
I don't know, turning the studio lot in Louisiana to Harlem. I'm not really sure how that works, but
I ain't mad at it.
We gonna see what happens though. But Johnny, so 50 Cent first being in the Street Fighter Reboot and then Paid in Full. Which one you want to go first?
Let's talk Street Fighter.
All right, Street Fighter. So, what do you think about him playing Balrog?
I mean, listen, all the fighting games from back then has the token boxer black dude. So I mean, here we are.
Balrog was disgusting. Who was worse, him or Jax?
Balrog, for sure, for sure.
At least Jax had arms.
That's what I'm saying. So, I think it's interesting that they're including Balrog in the film. Because in the original,
he was in it.
Oh damn, you sure right. He didn't have a big role, did he?
He was
I
like,
go back and
he was
like,
like, well, this is the thing, right? And I actually don't trash the film. I know it's a horrible film, but I love it.
Nostalgia,
and then I think that you can't, like, you didn't miss on the first two characters, like on the big two characters, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't miss with Colonel Guile and M. Bison. Like, it was perfect for that time. You know what I'm saying? I think that the problem, let's see, now I'm off a tangent a little bit. The problem with the Street Fighter film, it never had any serious moments for real.
Okay.
I think that's the biggest issue. And then if you're comparing to Mortal Kombat was so serious and so deep, so dark. And if you're comparing the two, hell, Street Fighter ain't nothing but Batman and Robin. I mean, Batman Forever.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
it really took that type of stance. But
it's true.
If you're talking about like a perfect casting, like I can't get over Colonel Guile and what's the name. Now everything else, we can debate. Like I'll listen to you.
Okay.
I'll listen to you. Like I know. Like Blanca. Oh my God, horrible. Like I get it, brother. Like Chun-Li was good. Like
Chun-Li was straight.
Chun-Li was straight. But still, like I think that's the thing. But Balrog was kind of like under Sonya, like, oh no, is it Sonya?
Sonya's Mortal Kombat.
Sonya, what's the white girl? Camille? Cammy. See, one of them.
I know it's okay.
But he was like there with her. But 50 Cent having that role means nothing.
I'm about to say, am I excited about it? Not really,
because Balrog is such a he's like a tertiary character. He's not even secondary.
He's not. And I'm in my brain.
Honda get more smoke.
I'm trying to think about what other actor I would like to see in this role, but it ain't none.
It ain't 50. Because 50 Cent is not going to make anybody go see the Street Fighter Reboot.
Street Fighter fail, right?
I think we need to focus on M. Bison. We need to focus on the villain. who we getting to play him?
Right. And who is the villain? Is Bison the villain? I don't know.
M. Bison really is the villain. He's kind of like he's the rogue general and all that stuff. So
yeah. I wish.
Because remember they separated them in the movie. Like you had M. Bison, Zangief, Vega, all them on kind of like on one side. Then you had Guile, the army. Yeah. Blanca was supposed to be like a secret weapon or something like that. It was it was bad. That was kind of that. It wasn't kind of bad. It was bad.
That shit was so terrible.
And then he jumped out there. He did this straight out the. He didn't even get a running start. Like he just came out the thing like this. I'm like, all right, yeah, you got me there. All right, Johnny, you didn't have to bring up the point. I brought it up.
See, I ain't saying that.
I wasn't gonna let you do it. I know the movie is bad, but I stand on the fact that those two castings are perfect. That's it.
So with 50 Cent, right?
Yeah. I just wanted to defend.
I
just wanted to
defend it before I get to it.
Before we got to that.
That's cool.
Get in front of it. You got to.
Hey man. First, shout out to 50 for being cast. Second, it don't really matter. It's cool. I'm going to see it regardless. I hope he does great in the film. I hope they win an Oscar. I don't fucking know. Costume design. I don't know. I literally have nothing for him playing Balrog.
Yeah.
It's even funnier because Andrew Schultz is playing Dan. Dan is like the weakest version of Keanu Reeves.
Wow.
So I think that's hilarious.
That is hilarious. That should let you know that they don't care. They don't really care about this film.
That's what I'm saying.
They should let Street Fighter 94 just stand, baby. Like, what we remaking this for?
Shit, they could have did a sequel. Fuck it. They should have just did a sequel. 30-year sequel.
Nah.
We had The Matrix. What's another one? We had Independence Day. What's another one? What's the shit? Top Gun. Goddamn it.
I got the hookup. They made one 15, 20 years later.
Like, what? Fuck it.
House 45 or what was a remake though?
That was a remake, but still, so shit. It's crazy.
I don't know, nasty word. But I mean, if we want to talk about this, right? So 50 Cent did acquire the rights to Paid in Full. So, you know, the life of Rich Porter and those guys in the Harlem, like Paid in Full is like an era in Harlem. So 50 Cent, I think Cameron is like an executive producer or something to that project now. So he does have somebody that was at least a star in the first film, who was probably boots on the ground, can probably get a little bit more information from other people around that time to make the show as authentic as possible.
Yep.
Sounds cool, but if it's a 50 Cent show, it's kind of like what you expect from Tyler Perry. It's the same thing. Like, I mean, listen, listen, and this comes from a nigga that watch all the powers, watch all the BMFs, watch all of them. So him getting paid in full, it's cool, but I kind of know what to expect.
50 Cent is the hood Tyler Perry.
He really is.
That's crazy.
He keeps the street. He floods the streets. Like, the only reason I even got stars,
it's because of 50. Listen, 50's track record in these types of TV executive productions,
it's been pretty decent.
We listen. We know what to expect.
Exactly.
It's just another version
of. There's gonna be another power. You're gonna see little ghosts running around in Harlem. Like,
that's literally it.
It's gonna be some crossover now.
That's correct. Listen, I'm not mad at this. Again, I know what 50's track record is in these types of productions, so it's going to be decent at worst. At worst, it's going to be decent. So,
I rock with that.
So yeah,
I rock with that.
Shout out to man, 50, stay out here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Get your money, man.
Hey man, let's switch the plot, man. Let's talk about Lil Baby. Lil Baby has been rumored to talk about his just retirement rumors have been circulating around him. I think his management team had kind of leaked it, and I don't think he's shying away from those rumors as well. So what do you think about Lil Baby potentially retiring from music?
What rapper ever really actually retires? That's my first question. Second question, I mean, if Lil Baby is at a point in his career where he feels like, you know, this is cool, this is it, then I think he had a hell of a run. Yeah. I ain't really that mad at it. If that's what he truly feels, you know?
Yeah, I think retirement is a way of copping out. Like when you're as young as Lil Baby is, and he barely 30, if he is, like, come on, bro. Like, the OG showing you can still do it. And let's not even use Nas and Jay and Raekwon. Fuck, man. Hey, you're in Atlanta. You see, you got Big Boy is still out here putting out verses. And that's old enough. He old enough to be your granddaddy. Like, you know,
shit, that's true.
I mean, just in hood numbers. Listen, Big Boy could definitely have a son, like a grandson that's Lil Baby age. Well, hold on.
I mean, hey, how old is Big Boy? 50, 60, 50.
He's closer to 60.
Oh,
hold on.
Look, I'm about to say, I
don't want to put all that on Big Boy, man.
If that's true though, that's hilarious. But I mean, hey, in hood numbers,
no, he's too young. Big Boy just turned 50.
All right, say less.
All right. Like, grandson is crazy. Now, son, for
sure. Damn, you're right. I can see this as being a cop out because when would you say Lil Baby's decline started? Because he put out an album this year that really didn't do much.
Wham was
because I remember.
Hold on. Let's have a great callback, right?
Okay.
Then we just talked about him last week having the #1 album of the 21st century or some shit like that. How are you retiring and you got that type of momentum? If My Turn is the best album per Billboard, not a hip hop publication, and they said your album is better than Take Care, Marshall Mathers, the 24th century, 2014 Hills Drive, Blueprint, damn, what other could we say? Take Care, all of them. He better than all of them.
He's having his Lauryn Hill moment. One and done. Even though he put out other albums.
I was about to say albums before then and after. But nah, I think it's a cop out. I think he just reached a moment of plateauing and even a little bit of a decline. I don't know if his heart was ever really in music.
Oh, God, yo.
So, because if your heart is ever really in music, you can just keep making music.
And this is the issue with these newer ish acts, because Lil Baby's not a new act anymore, but
Not even
let's
close.
just say younger acts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Younger than our generation.
Mm.
This is the issue with those acts. The music itself doesn't stand up because Lil
Yes.
Baby has been out long enough that if his previous albums were really that good, he can tour off of those still if he wanted while putting out new music. And we're at a point now, at least in his career, where he's not able to do that.
And you know what the problem is? He went too heavy into the old model of things where you need radio singles and stuff like that to play the game. Where you got somebody that's younger than Lil Baby who's NBA young boy, and you see he's on a sold out arena tour right now.
I see that, yep.
So, and I ain't heard not one of his songs on the radio, but he never needed it. That's because his fan base thrives off of streaming and YouTube. And he had like a little hiccup with the label from what I read, but clearly they ain't stopped his motion because he has dedicated fans where he fed his base. Lil Baby was trying to cross over. Now you can get into the debate about who Drake helped and not. You know what I'm saying? Because if Lil Baby stayed grounded and probably built his fan base more than chasing commercial success, we might be having a different conversation about Lil Baby.
And that's what we always say. Like, yeah, the Drake stimulus package, that's a thing, cool. But
what does it do?
What does it really do if the artists themselves cannot sustain on their own when Drake goes off and does his own thing, or they stop fooling with whatever the case may be? Is said artists able to stand on their own? We have seen it. Again, my biggest takeaway from that is always the Migos, right? They were able to do it. They were able to do what they did and changed hip hop going forward from the time that they debuted.
Yeah.
But a lot of artists that got that stimulus package from Drake have not been able to sustain. Yeah, we seen Lil Baby when he was going on his crazy run. We seen that, but what about now?
But I mean, a lot of those artists that we were so hyped for, and we just kept propping them up because we wanted something new. You can arguably say Meg has wilted a bit. Like, yeah, she has she has star power, but we're talking about music.
Yeah.
Clearly, right? The Baby. Remember how hyped we were about him. Lil Baby, we was like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? He be rapping, he got the auto-tune on it, but I fuck with it. Like, right. But now look at it. Like now we still find ourselves in the J Dodge, right? Old niggas, like old nigga music. Like, we're clips, like, we're listening to older acts. And I'm hoping that these younger artists are understanding what they're seeing right now. Yes, these are the artists that you just named. They've been out for 20 plus years, making music for 20 plus years, touring, doing whatever they're doing, but they still have the ability to make good new music as well. Like, they've been able to have longevity in their careers because they stick to the craft, they stick to the art of what hip hop and rap truly is, versus trying to catch the vibe or providing a hit for right now. You got to make something that lasts. Well, let me ask you this. Let's get completely off of the music, right? Because the music is supposed to speak for itself. I want to go street. We do that here. Do you think that any of the Young Thug stuff has to deal with this?
With Lil Baby retiring?
Yeah. I seen a video of Young Thug and Baby where Baby was not paying him any attention. Like, he walked directly in the room, and it was like, Young Thug was kind of beelining to him to kind of dap him up, and he wasn't one of them.
Really?
Yeah.
What? I guess from my perspective, why? I thought they was on the same side. I thought Lil Baby was like F Gunna.
I don't know. And that's the thing. Like, it's so messy out here, and there's no unity right now amongst those big Atlanta rappers. If we're talking about that generation, right? If Gunna is the face of them, and Lil Baby and Thug, they need a hit. You need to get the band back together. But listen, but now it seems like Baby has taken issue with Thug, maybe, possibly. I'm not sure. Maybe it was a phone call or something that we missed last week, because we did talk about those things.
Right.
But I'm thinking that maybe a little bit of that has something to do with it too.
That's interesting. That is interesting.
I think so, because when Rockefeller broke up, people just kind of went their own ways. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta look for old examples, like you know what I'm saying, like old precedents. Like, you know, people tried to do their own thing, it just didn't work. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
I'm just thinking, like, when rappers retired and they were a part of a collective, maybe not on the same label, but just you knew they were in cahoots.
Right.
And when somebody goes and does something greater beyond the collective, or one retires, that does have a tendency to affect what the collective was.
Do you think this could be the beginning of the end of Atlanta's reign in hip hop?
I'm glad you brought that up. No.
Okay.
Because I think, well, because this is the thing, right? It's not just the end of Atlanta hip hop. It's the end of just like, we're searching for the culture to reemerge, right? Because none of the young guys have been able to propagate it up.
That's
it's an old man sport where it used to be a young man sport.
Right.
We're depending on too much of our veterans to keep this thing going. When they can, I mean, clearly they can. We got 50 plus rappers that we'll listen to.
Right.
You know, album drop, I'm listening, but the young ones have not been able to keep the torch thing, and that's the problem. It doesn't matter about the city, because New York has faltered.
Mm-hmm.
Atlanta's looking like it's faltering. Memphis is still moving, but Memphis sound is so unique to Memphis. I don't know if it is easy enough to keep everybody engaged. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't speak for LA. I can't speak for, you know, but have we heard about any new guys or any new movements that we just so excited about where it talks about regionalism? No, I haven't. I'm not sure.
Not at all.
But I'm not sure if I answer your question, but I don't know if it's uniquely an Atlanta problem, because you still have people that are willing to make music out of Atlanta. They just might be past their prime. Because JD just dropped a whole project with none but Atlanta OGs on it.
Right, which I ain't listened to it yet, but
I like it. It's an ode to Magic City. That's all it is. He has a posthumous Rich Homie Quan feature. You got Young Joe, you got T.I., he got people on there, and it's just mostly like the older school, like the Atlanta rappers you would listen to.
Got you. Damn, I got that mug download. I gotta tap in.
But that's a good question though. I would say no. I would say no. I think everybody has that issue.
So this is kind of a tangent, but I kind of got to thinking in your response, like with Kendrick, Drake, and Cole. I mean, I know GNX dropped like late last year, but with them being pretty much out of the picture for this year, right? I think it allowed space for the older generation of rappers to really thrive and flourish and dropping their music. Do you think they would have been able to flourish like that if one or multiple of them put out albums this year?
I think, well, listen, this is the only thing. Like you said, GNX came out late last year, November, right?
Yep.
And he did the Super Bowl, then went right on tour. So Kendrick has not been necessarily dominating the radio airways because of his album, right? Drake is still consistently dropping music. He dropped a song just on Friday. So if you haven't heard it, I don't know why. Maybe that's a UMG thing. I'm not sure.
Right.
Cole has been radio silent,
right?
Honestly. So honestly, I think that the rap, like the albums, like the clips, or like those albums like that, I think they still would flourish regardless.
Got you.
I think so.
Got you. I guess I'm just happy that even with the three of them seemingly still being active, we don't necessarily need them right now to continue to push things forward.
No, it's the thing is, I'm not saying hip hop is stagnant. I won't go that far, but there hasn't been too much progress. Damn, that is stagnation. But like, it's hard to say something hasn't moved forward because we're in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? We'll know what sound pushed the culture forward in a year or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Like, you know what I'm saying? Time will tell. True.
And I guess I don't want us as a culture to overlook what we've seen this year, right? When it comes to hip hop albums, and more specifically because these are like our elder statesmen that have put out these great, amazing projects. Hell, even Chance. I went back and listened to Chance too. That album is way better on the second and third listen versus the first one to me. So even Chance the Rapper being added to that fold, it's like, we want to make sure that the culture is able to be pushed forward by newer upcoming acts. But hell, when they ain't got it, we can still always look to the OGs to really make sure things are still moving how they should.
So are you considering like people like Chance and Joey Badass like OGs at this point?
At this, got to, because they've been in it for so long.
Yeah, because Joey dropped the album around the time Chance did.
Yes,
same thing. Like it may not get you the first listen, but the second, the third, like okay, it's some real effort here.
I mean, granted, younger than shit, they might be younger than Kendrick now.
Yeah.
But again, still putting in work, been making albums and music around the same amount of time.
They're arguably in their rap prime, maybe just not from a commercial sense because of how we view things. Because like you can say Freddie Gibbs is in his prime, of how he's making music.
Yeah,
so
that's crazy, man. I'm just saying, I love it here.
Yeah.
I love it here.
I appreciate it. But no, that was a dope conversation, bro. Hey, man, another dope conversation we're going to try and get into. Blurred segment. No comic book movie news related this week. So we just got some topics we just want to talk about.
Let's do it.
Now, let's see here, man. Oh, did you want to talk about casting and villains? Because you know that's my thing.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. All right. So there have been a lot of rumors and castings, like, you know, like Lex Luthor and Nicholas Hoult. I was actually on board with that when they announced him. What do you think how you think that he did, you know, versus like, I guess when you announced it was like, oh, okay, that's some cool. But I was just into him as an actor, pause, if that, you know, pause is applicable. But I was into him as an actor. So I was like, when I knew that he would be playing Lex Luthor, I was excited. So do you think that he was a good Lex Luthor?
I do.
Okay.
I do. I read something. I don't know if it was on Reddit or Twitter or what, but somebody did an analysis of all the Lex Luthors throughout Superman movie history, right? And from what that post was saying is that Lex Luthor embodies the time. So, and what that means is in this movie, Lex Luthor is a tech bro. He's literally a tech bro, and that's what we have. So I think Nicholas Hoult, that's his name, right?
Yes.
I think Nicholas Hoult did an amazing job portraying a tech bro that hates an alien from outer space because he can't be him. I love what he did in that role.
I don't want to convolute arguments. That is a great point. Why do you think that we're okay with adaptations being real world in movies, but people get caught up in comic book accuracy when it comes to film?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Because that ties into what we was gonna talk about anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like comic book, like the adaptation to film or TV compared to comic accuracy, like source material, right? So,
well, okay. So
like you said, Lex Luthor has been current with the time of the film that they wanted to portray.
Yep.
So if Lex Luthor in this version of Superman, like you got him being a tech bro, him using the monkeys for like the not doxing, but just having hate chatter for Superman. So it's like you got stuff like that, and that's his superpower, like his intellect. And his intellect in the 21st century or 2025 will be a tech giant.
Yep.
Like we pretty much got Mark Zuckerberg.
That's it. That's
like, that's pretty much who he is.
That's a fact. I think one thing a lot of people tend to forget, this is both comic book readers, casual movie fans.
Yes.
Comic books themselves, more often than not, reflect the real world, especially in Marvel.
Yeah.
Like, just like Lex Luthor was a tech bro in this film.
Yeah.
The comic books also reflect the time. So whatever's going on in the world at the time, those same events most times are reflected in comic books also. So I think sometimes it's way easier to adapt the comic books to the big screen because they still mirror what's really going on in the real world. So when you don't see things like that in film, it gets people upset because it's like not only are you not reflecting real world, but you're also not reflecting what happens in comic books also. Yeah. So I think sometimes it kind of gets entangled.
Yeah, it does. I can see maybe both sides of it, but you want a good story told, right?
Absolutely.
And I think it's imperative. Like that's why now when you get into the weeds of like these pages that tell you about like break down the movie trailers and stuff like that. Well, you know they're using such and such run of Batman or such and such run of Fantastic Four to adapt for this film. That kind of gives you a better understanding of where the director may be coming from when we're making these decisions. So, yeah, like I can imagine, like if you're a Batman fan, we ain't gonna use the 1939 version of the nigga. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? That's different. That's different work there. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why when we got to the 1960s, that shit was real goofy.
Right?
It was bang flop. Like you know what I'm saying? Like because it was like that in the comics. But when we get to the 90s or even the Nolan or even the most recent with Pattinson, it's gonna be different.
Yeah,
as it should be.
Yeah.
I just don't know if we appreciate the art of what the director and the actors and actresses are trying to get in that contained world. I don't listen. My only gripe against the Batman, the shit was long. Pause. Like that's all I had. Like the movie
really
the movie wasn't bad. I was just like 3 hours of Law and Order with a nigga with a cape. Nigga, help me.
Hey yo, hey,
help me.
Bad Law and Order.
Yeah,
Hey,
pretty much.
That's funny. Law and Order, Gotham City.
Pretty much.
That's fine.
That's the name.
fire.
That's the name
It might be. It might be. That's fire. That's fire. But no, I mean,
like I said, but nothing was wrong with the film. Like I get that Matt Reeves wanted to set up this dark, gloomy ass Gotham. Like we ain't seen Gotham in Christopher Nolan. At least had sunlight. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it wasn't. The city did not change. Like it was still fucked up. This shit was like the. I have to tell you. Hold on, the sidebar. I have to tell you that my mama took me to see The Crow when I was little.
You did.
This is how Batman felt. Like Batman 22. That felt like The Crow with like this old dark morbid ass man.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
That's funny. That's funny.
I'm not sure if we got here. But no, I mean, villain castings matter to me. You know, that's always my thing. And there have been rumors circulating about William Dafoe playing the Joker, but William Dafoe is 70. William Dafoe, like we got the aging and all that other stuff. I think the time for William Dafoe to play the Joker has passed.
Yes, but I'm not mad at it as long as he plays it one time. This can't be recurring. He don't need to show up in Justice League. He don't got to do none of that. Just one time.
They fumbled it, right? Because if he was gonna be the opposite, if he was gonna be Joker opposite somebody, it should have been opposite Batfleck, and we didn't get that.
No, that's real.
They would have cooked.
That would have.
They would have listen, listen, DC,
come on now,
come get us.
Shit, that's a fact.
But nah, I enjoyed that. I feel like he might have been, he might have been casted. He might have been in talk to a cast back when they did Jack Nicholson. They about the same age,
right?
So, but I don't know. Like William Dafoe as a villain is always top tier to me, but I feel like his Green Goblin isn't discussed enough. That's me personally, but that I think that's how we view. I don't know if we view Spider-Man, at least the first one, as a top tier movie when it comes to comic books.
You mean the first,
the very first Spider-Man? What did I say?
No, I was making sure I understood.
Yeah.
What is my man? Tobey Maguire.
Yeah. The very first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. That's where we had Green Goblin.
Yo. I definitely think it's up there.
I feel like
especially as far as origin stories.
People love two. Like two is the one to be, but that was Dr. Octopus.
Right.
And we're reeling from the death. Like now you had a good storyline of Harry throughout all three films to get to the Green, Hobgoblin in the third one, but still.
Yeah. That Spider-Man trip. Listen, and I love Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 3. I know when it came out, a lot of people disliked it. I do not like the fact there's so many villains in it, but outside of it, I think it's a great movie.
Because was Sandman 3 or 2?
2. No, 3. It was. That's what I'm saying. It was Sandman, Venom, and Hobgoblin.
Oh yeah. They was doing too much. They were trying to cook too much there.
Half a Sinister 6, baby.
Because listen, and then it was tossed up trying to be a 4. So why did we just save one of them for 4? I don't know.
We might have gotten the Sinister 6 in 4. Because we had half of them in 3, so
that's true.
We might have had all of them. Who knows?
But I don't know. There's the casting of villains do matter. Like I'm always gonna be a proponent of that because if you're cooking with your villain, your hero, that make your hero step up. That make your writing step up for your hero.
For sure.
And I haven't been proven wrong with my theory.
No, you haven't.
So because when we got a mid villain, it's got the overarching thing got to be cooking in. You know what I'm saying? Like how I'm never gonna let y'all live down the fact y'all did not like Age of Ultron when it first came out. we had to get 10 years of other content for like, you know what? This was an underrated gem. No, the shit was good then. But the reason I bring that up is because if we're looking at Age of Ultron as that being mid, right? Ultron he's a great villain, but maybe not in the sense of how they used him in the film, right? Yeah. But we had an overarching theme with Thanos to make it balance out. Every movie can't do that.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Every movie literally cannot have an overarching villain that outranks what you got here. Kind of like Guardians, right? First Guardians is a top 10 film in MCU to me, right? The very first one. However, we ain't worried about Ronan the Accuser.
Absolutely
not. But we know Big Daddy was. We knew
because of Ronan. Goddamn it, that's why it's not in my top. It's not in my top 10.
Damn. I mean, I understand though.
Stupid ass damn. I never.
Okay, you know what? When Johnny have it takes, sometimes I'll be like, you know what? I'm gonna argue with my bro, but that's not the hill I'm trying to die on. That's not the one I'm gonna defend. Like usually, I'm like, man, I'm gonna argue.
That movie cooked up until the last fucking battle. I'm like, are
you
serious?
Bro? Dance battle, bro.
He turned the fucking Pac-Man in two. Like, I'm like, what? Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
That's why I guess the third one is the one that cooked.
Hey, storytelling, man, and the villain.
And the villain. But the villains matter. The villains matter. Yeah, that's all I got.
That's real.
I don't know, man. We got anything else? Or we good?
I think we good.
Man. Well, clearly, we have reached the end of our docket. Johnny, what you got for him, brother?
Listen, man. If you are on YouTube, first of all, hit that comment section and let us know about any of the topics that we discussed today. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. Ding. And we will catch y'all next week. Now, if you're on audio,
you know what it is.
You know what